live stream. Yeah, no. We'll be sharing my screen, right? Yeah. So welcome back to the Adobe channel here on Twitch. I'm here with Michael Flarup. Is that the way you say it? Flarup?
Flarup.
Flarup.
In Danish.
All right, Danish. Right, directly from Denmark, Copenhagen. Yeah.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I am.
First of all, what are you doing at all?
I'm not sure really. This apparently. It was kind of a last-minute thing. No, I'm here on behalf of Adobe, talking to people, meeting people, and what do? I wear a lot of different hats. Not literally, because I don't actually wear hats, but metaphorically speaking. But I guess I'd say I'm a designer.
Ready?
So yeah, I've worked as a freelance designer for 15 years now. And in that time, I've also worked on lots of different companies, initiatives, events, services, products, games, you name it, all different stuff. So I do a little bit of everything.
Cool.
Yeah. But usually I'm invited to talk about icons because that's one of my big passions. I love icons. I'm really.
So do you do that as a profession as well? Do people actually ask you, can you make an icon for me?
On a daily basis, yes.
On a daily basis.
Yes. So yes, that's one of the things that I do. Hey, yeah, I'm
Iconist.
I'm wearing the Iconist T-shirt.
Okay.
Thought
Did you create
I'd
that?
represent? Yes, actually, I did together with the guys at Cotton Bureau. So actually, I think there's like 100 of these out in the world. Right now, so that's kind of
one
cool.
is right here.
One is right here. No, it's all fun games. I mean, Icons is just such a. I usually see Iconists as like the jewelers of design. It's this little piece of concentrated design that you need to make, and a lot of stuff goes into it. It's an interesting process. I do lots of other designs. I don't get to sit around and do icons only, but I figured like we got like what 30 minutes, so we'd probably just kind of focus in on talking about icon design. And if if people want to,
sounds awesome.
Check out some other stuff, they can always look me up on the internet. Cool. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something live here. I think I have a tweet waiting. Yes, I do.
You do have a. Okay, I'm live right now. All right.
Doing the socials. Yeah. So
going back to maybe like show a little bit of things that you do.
Yeah, of course. So I work with icons for products, our own products and products for clients around the world. Here's some stuff that I've made. I have like a very vibrant style. Back in the day, the skeuomorphic days, the glory days, I did a lot of stuff like this where you get to do some really heavy illustrations and I did this fun little project I call App Icon Wars, where I designed. These are not good icons; they're just kind of like illustrations, bordering art. But I thought, like, what would happen if you took Star Wars characters and mashed them up into that restricted canvas that is the Squircle, just had a lot of fun with that. Seeing if you could still, like, if you remove the outline of something, could you still
get the sense?
Yeah, sense of it. Like it's always fun working with restrictions like that. And obviously, I'm a huge Photoshop nerd. I guess
somebody on the chat is being very facetious and saying, "Did you design the new Instagram logo?"
Actually, I had a perfect joke lined up for that. I actually did design my own take on the logo.
Okay.
That was a huge thing. We're not going to talk too much about that, but it was fun. It is super fun. The internet is crazy slow right here, but yeah. So I do icons. Jump right back. So yeah, stuff like this. All fun and games. Notice how they disappear into the just like the text in the opening of Star Wars, right? All the little fun things. Anyways, that's all fun and games. I do a lot of interface design, a lot of desktop app design, bunch of different stuff. Stuff like this, game design, huge gaming nerd, and I am currently involved in making games. So I also love the creativity that goes into making games. These were from the glory days of skeuomorphic icons, stuff like that. But certainly also things that are flatter and than where you have to really care about every gradient, every little shape that goes in there.
I also illustrated a Les Paul.
Ah, that's good. That's yeah.
I think everybody should be doing that, right? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here's what I want to show you. No, it's all fun and games. I think it was like 2 weeks ago now. The whole internet couldn't stop talking about it. People have a hard time with change. I think that's just it.
I think that's it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I thought
like my kids, they loved it immediately, and okay, new icon, whatever.
Yeah, that's cool. But I did not design.
Okay.
Icon. Oh,
so we have just little
cool.
intermezzo because we have a giveaway, and we're giving away again the poster by Violaine and Jeremy, the winners of the first European Creative Jam that took place in Bilbao. Just a couple of weeks ago, and basically this is their work, and they will be signing these posters, and we'll be shipping them to the lucky winner. And the way we do that is you have to be in the chat, you have to be on Twitch, you have to say something, and you have to create some hype on the Twitch chat. And in 2 minutes we will roll the dice and tell everybody who's the winner. So so I want to see some love in the chat, and see you in 1 minute and 30 seconds as Michael will press the button. Let's go back to your.
I just got to catch a glimpse of your wonderful comments. I'm sorry if I scrolled too fast. You can go to pixelresort.com and check them out for yourselves. We don't have too much time, and I really want to get into playing around with icons. But I do all this different sort of stuff. I think icons are amazing. So. Yeah, and that could segue wonderfully into I actually do resources for people. Okay. So trying to kind of empower people to do icons. I have this resource, this Photoshop resource that's called appicontemplate.com, and you can go there and you can download these PSD files, and they're essentially smart object based PSDs because when you make icons, you have to make like a lot of different sizes. So this is kind of like a tool where you can get to make the largest size and have some actions that helps you export all the different sizes and quickly see how a concept renders. Appicontemplate.com.
Is there a book you recommend for learning icon design? Somebody's asking in the chat.
Not particularly, no. Not a whole lot has been written about it.
We have a winner. Oh, we have a winner. All right, Space Kid 2. You have to show that you're here. Just say something in the chat. We'll pick it up, and we will send you a message with what you need to do to get the poster. Space Kid 2. All right. We have the winner.
Great.
Awesome.
Back to the icons.
Space Kid here. He's here. I'm here. Yay! All right.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Space Kid 2. All right.
Great. So I don't have a particular book that I'd recommend. There's some stuff there. It's finished downloading. Yay! It's live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. What I want to say is just that you can learn a lot by just watching other people's work. Try to pull it apart. There's a lot of stuff in these templates actually that helps people get a head start. There's lots of vectors and gradients in there. So just download that and play around with it, and soon you'll be making icons in no time. Cool.
So somebody's asking in the chat, how come you use Photoshop and not Illustrator?
Oh, that's a great question, and it's not that I'm completely religious about it. I actually I really like Illustrator, and sometimes I do use Illustrator when I'm doing the more complex vector shapes. But the fact is that icons are app icons, at least, or icons that are shown on desktops, are all raster based. You deliver them in specific sizes. So you have your 1024 by 1024, 512 by 512, all the way down to 16 by 16. So because they're specific sizes, I want to use a raster tool that gives me like complete control over every single pixel. So that's why, that's one reason. The other reason is I just really like Photoshop. You know how it is. You start working one program, and that's just what you stick with. But yes, you can use Illustrator. That's fine, or you can use a combination of several things.
Like I always say, whatever works best for you.
Yes, exactly. But I will say though that icons are mostly raster based, unless you're doing like SVG stuff for web or whatever, in which case Illustrator is probably a little better.
Yeah.
So. Okay, I sat in that chair right here and did the quickest demo.
Okay, so there's some love for you. Geckoberry says, Icon Guy is really cute though.
Oh, thank you very much. You look cute too, in the comments. No, I sat in that chair and they were like, can you bring some files? I was like, oh, wait. And they asked me to kind of like do, I was at Max last year and we did a bit of a rough one on the Max app icon. It wasn't the most exciting app icon for the official app for Max. And this icon is for off is maybe a little better, but I thought let's kind of try and play around with that a little bit. I'm not sure that we'll actually improve it, but at least we can get to talk about the process of the whole thing. So I have this folder called Demo Time, and what I'm opening here is actually the template that I talked about before, the app icon template. So you get to see how that's structured.
This is something that everybody can download from
appicontemplate.com.
appicontemplate.com.
Yes. Okay, so first of all, that's the official icon, right? Right there.
Yes.
I usually have a black background. A lot of people have that, and you can see how the squircle completely disappears. I'm not a big fan of complete white or complete black. I like that there's a little play in there. And also, I mean, we're here at OFF and we're seeing all these amazing things, and it's so colorful. If you've seen the OFF website, go to it. It's amazing. It has these pastels and all these crazy gradients, and this is the icon. It's like, look at it. I feel like it's confined. It looks bored in a way, and also there's a little, to my taste, there's a little too much in there. So what we can do to improve this is, first of all, I recreated. I don't have the original icon, but I sat in that chair and recreated it.
Yeah.
So it looks something like this, right? And these are all the different sizes. You'll see it's quite a lot of sizes that we need to create when we are delivering icons these days for the iPhone, for the iPad. Obviously, I have templates for Android as well, or for some of the desktop platforms. But right now, we're just focusing on the iOS app icon. And yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not. I don't feel like it's worthy of the color that I'm seeing here. So, anyways, the first thing that I usually do is, I think.
So you're gonna Instagram it.
Well, actually, we could totally Instagram it. Check this out. I came prepared.
You came prepared? Yeah. Oh, to Instagram
it.
Yeah,
to totally Instagram it. Okay, so you find, okay, guys, we're totally Instagramming it now, all right?
All right.
It's kind of Instagram-y.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Fun and games. No, the first thing, we're just going to keep it like this for a while. The first thing is that I'm not super. I think it could be simpler. Like, I know you have the O and the F, and that's the logo, and I have like a whole rant about logos are not icons and all that stuff. I feel like there's like it actually says OFF underneath the actual app, so you could. I mean, I think we could kind of create this. We could make it a little simpler somehow. We could make the imagery a little more striking by removing something here, and let's just kind of.
This is so Danish of you to say that.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it's very Danish. I want to say, like, you should always listen very carefully when people are speaking in absolutes. With something is completely terrible without a question, or completely great without a question. And the same goes for styles or trends in design. It's more like you have a toolkit as a designer, and you pull up whatever thing from that toolkit that will communicate the best thing, or somehow get you to where you need to go. So I always feel like that's important to be said.
Just answering, I am Barnaby, talking about SVG. I think SVG is such a complex other conversation that I think we don't have time for that right now.
Let's schedule a 2-hour talk later.
SVG is a really important format for various different platforms and technologies. But like Michael said, he works with pixels right now.
Yeah.
So
well, actually, and these are actually vectors right now, but it is a raster-based program. Anyways, how can we improve this? Well, we could probably remove that O, right? I feel like it's a bit much with the O, and that will also leave us with a bigger mark. Now, actually, I've got some guides here. It's hard to tell from this background. Let's just lighten the background up a little bit, just so you can see what's going on, right?
Just like your t-shirt.
Just like my t-shirt. And I've got an inner mask and an outer mask here, so you can get a sense for what the icon will actually look like when we hit save. And I think we can scale this up reasonably. The grid here is like the official grid, but you don't have to adhere to it. But it's nice. When you work with it for a while, you get to know it. So maybe we can enlarge this piece here a little bit. And my phone is ringing while I'm on the live stream. That's perfect.
Nobody's hearing it.
And now I think we have, like, if we just remove the grid and we just kind of let's go back to just the black one here. If I save that out, just hit save, and if I go back to this thing here, you'll see that all the sizes have actually been rendered out. Oh, I forgot to hit that thing.
Yeah, and this is so cool because you can see errors like that right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to, maybe something looks great in the larger size, but it'll look terrible in the smaller sizes. So this is a cool tool to kind of quickly visualize concepts. I already feel like I like this better because it's bolder in a way, and I don't think you actually need the O and the off and like have that whole logo. I think you should just, when you do icons, you should really just find a piece of imagery that resonates with people, and you'll connect it with whatever.
This looks almost like a building in perspective and shadows and stuff like that. You know, whatever. Yeah, but like, you're right. It's more abstract.
I think it's a little more abstract, and it's something that I'd rather tap on my phone. Also. So looking at the wonderful like OFFF website I'm on here, look at those gradients, right? Look at the boldness of the colors. Why am I not seeing that in the icon? Yeah. So I kind of.
Hey, Robzilla the Third, welcome to the stream. Robzilla is a great illustrator on the iPad.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So
that's the law of the chat. You know?
That's just interrupt anytime you want. Gradients. So let's see if we can add a gradient here. Actually, let's something like that maybe. This is colorful. We could also probably, there's something there. We could take this thing
and use that as a reference.
So that we're using that as the reference for the gradient. Just kind of grab those colors there and get that shot there. So that's fun, right? And close that up. And now we're gonna change the gradient. We're gonna do that. This is pretty aggressive stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that I like it on the dark background. We can maybe try something different.
It's maybe nice, a bit too dark on dark.
You can try. I'm not usually a fan of complete white icons, but just kind of playing around with it. I feel like this is very much in the spirit of this whole template and working like this. Is like you try different stuff. And closing that down, you'll start to see it looks a little more bold. It looks a little more interesting. Maybe we'll move away from that, and we'll do some of the crazy colors that they have. I like this, for example, the party this folder that they got here, and let's see if we can recreate that. Maybe we'll go back to the dark background, and we'll go with a white glyph, and then.
I think everybody should just download this template. It's so useful, and for many different things, because icons are also for digital publications, for apps, for a whole bunch of things that we interact with every day.
Absolutely.
In your car.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of grabbing the crazy neon color autofocus RGB shift thing they got going on this poster. And let's see if we can bring that into the template for a moment. Maybe like just kind of displace this a little bit. And you'll have another one here. Kind of displace it the other way. Do something crazy like that. And maybe you'll do more effects, right? I mean, we're just playing around with it here. You could even like stoop this down a little bit to gray so that we can get a little bit of light in there maybe. Just throwing in a layer and kind of doing like a top light on it. Maybe this is darker so that you can better see. There's so many different stuff you can do, right? This graphic reminds me of like rave parties in the 90s. you could probably do some blur on it and really try to get that effect going, and you end up with something like that. Maybe the mark needs to be a little smaller, but yeah, it's like what I'm saying here is that it's fun. I wanted some of that color. I wanted some of that the wildness that I'm seeing here at OFF to be in the icon for the official app. You know, and when I press that thing, it should be like this explosion of fun stuff coming out of it. Great. Actually, the
Dishbout says chromatic aberration so overused.
Yeah,
but if it works, you know.
Yeah.
Like for OFF,
I can agree. I can agree. Great. So this is very simple stuff. Obviously, I wanted the whole point of showing this was more to show you guys the template, the download that just finished. Let's just take a look at that, because I managed to download one of these files. I do not know what will happen when I open this, because it's.
What do you mean?
It was never meant to be shown to anyone else.
It was never meant to be opened?
It was only meant to be opened by me.
Ah, okay, so you're basically not naming your layers and things like that. Okay.
A horrible mess, right?
All right.
And there's so much stuff going on here.
Oh, that's very, very bad document hygiene right there. Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh, actually, though, look.
Ah, okay, so
I
you
do
know
have
your
like
folders,
a hoodie and a mask, and like it's not all bad, right? Anyways, just to show some more advanced stuff, I love to play around with textures and just kind of mesh real-life textures onto shapes and do all these crazy things, and then use overlay blending mode to color in highlights and shadows, and use pull things in from like the real world and make them kind of make them part of the ambience and the physicality of it. Yes. I want to show you one thing here before we move on. So this hoodie, for example. I recently did a YouTube video about this. I have a YouTube channel. I just started it.
All right.
It's new. So if you go to YouTube/C/Flarup, F-L-A-R-U-P.
Why C?
I think that's what YouTube does for channels.
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It should look something like this, right?
Okay.
I've got all sorts of fun stuff on there, and I try to. I think the whole agenda there for me is to bring people along for the ride when we create these things for clients, so it's kind of like trying to make other people better makers somehow.
So I'll see, Finch, if you can copy and paste the link to Michael's YouTube channel, that would be awesome.
Yes, it's basically just YouTube/C/Flarup. Someone can probably put that in the chat for us. But yeah, lots of different stuff there, and I go more in depth with some of these things, some of the templates that I make, but also just little tips and tricks for Photoshop. So how to select any layer in Photoshop, how to like all these little things that we tend to forget sometimes.
Or flying in Lolland.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, flying in Lolland. I'm a huge fan of drones. So
okay, all right.
So there's a couple of travel videos. I'll probably also be doing a video about my experiences here at OFF, including the party that Rufus will be going to later.
Yes.
So if you want to like watch Rufus get a little loose, get a little drunk on the beach, do a little dancing, you want to follow this the stream here. You want to go subscribe. So what I wanted to say about this is that, you know, here's some of that texture I'm brought in. I have like this whole folder. Every time I have my camera with me, I take pictures of things. I use stuff like textures.com. So questions?
Yeah, let's see. Thanks, dude. Yeah, Disco Rufus. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, Robzilla.
It's gonna happen.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, there's lag. Okay.
Lag.
Lag. There's lag. We have lag. No. Okay.
No. Well, they're saying no lag.
Everybody's got lag. Okay. So, yeah. So I'd say we end this stream with you right now, and we're gonna at the top of the hour in 2 or 3 minutes we're gonna be back for a portfolio review with Machine East and 3 portfolios to be looked at. All right, so see you guys at the top of the hour in just a couple of minutes. Thank you.